I started taking a new yoga class recently and found out I have muscles I never knew I had. But when you stretch them the right way, you get amazing, peaceful, powerful results. I've also learned you can stretch the same muscles in a way that will keep me out of yoga class. That's what I see in most failed marketing. And all because of a simple mistake the marketer made right from the start. But it can be turned around in an instant. We just have to see it. Let's see it. Most people get into business because there's this thing they do really well and they want to make a living at it. Welcome to the Visible Authority, where people come to learn how to perform the art of laying down an automated path of attraction. And many start by thinking this thing they do should get people running toward them. But they soon decide it isn't enough, that they aren't enough, which sends them down an awful, fateful, disastrous, and ultimately redemptive learning experience. Now, I don't want to deny anyone that learning experience, so you might want to stop watching right here because we're about to reverse the core mistake that led you to believe you weren't enough, that your skill wasn't enough, and why everything you've been trying to do to make your marketing work is probably destined to fail. So the core mistake was made in the mind way before the Facebook post about aliens being outsmarted by cats didn't attract hordes of buyers to that financial services website, way before your marketing company told you to say the words, "just like you," at the end of every pitch. The core mistake was starting your business hoping to find a lot of buyers for your solution. You shouldn't feel bad about this. That's the training. Almost everyone thinks this way, and a few are even good at it, at great cost to themselves and everyone else in their life. So how could that have been a mistake? It doesn't sound like one. Well, it's a mistake because it starts you down a path with the wrong destination in mind. This destination forces a bright, ambitious person to spend all their days and nights looking for yet another way of attracting attention. It doesn't even need to fit who they are. If they use video, they're told to be yourself when they don't even know who that is. So practically everything they do, whether it's a scarcity tactic, a funny Facebook post, a LinkedIn request, an email, a blog post, an article, a podcast, or a video, all of it has the weakest foundation, trying to get attention for something people don't already have a connection to and made by a person they don't trust. And because it mostly doesn't work, they spend the rest of their lives looking for one more tactic, one more chance to get their name out there. That turns into a special nightmare of pain and misery. That's why most people hate marketing. It makes them feel bad about themselves. A visible authority doesn't suffer this way. They start with a very different destination in mind. They aren't trying to get more and more customers for their solution. They spend some time creating not just a solution, but the solution for a certain group of people. Then they spend some time demonstrating that solution from a position of expertise. They don't shout from the rooftops about how wonderful they are because they're showing exactly how they're uniquely suited to solve this problem for this group of people. It doesn't need 17 different ways of getting their name out there. It doesn't require posting on social media all day long. It only asks for the two things most people desperately avoid their whole life. One is understanding who they are, and two is how to relate what they do to what people really want. But that is a light burden compared to the rewards they get from answering those questions. With minimalistic marketing, a business can attract the right people on a consistent basis and change their own world while they're doing it. Business helps them create a better life, which comes from learning more about themselves, and not just accidentally, as the result of a series of failures, but actually choosing to look at those parts of themselves they don't fully understand yet. That's how to use intention. This is also where your best marketing ideas will come from, and no one can take that away from you. That's when you become a visible authority. Yeah, those unused muscles may feel a little sore as you ramp up, but this is one class you may not want to cut. I'm Steve Washer. See you next time on The Visible Authority.